Today we are out at Three Rivers Behavioral Health. I'm joined with the CEO, Ms. Shannon Marcus. Thank you for having us out here.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, last time you were in the show, we talked a bit about how you guys are expanding your outpatient services. Can you, for people who may have missed it, can you just give us a little bit on what you're expanding on and why you guys decided to do that?
We know that the behavioral health need in our community is there. It is our mission at Three Rivers Behavioral to be a resource for the community. So we've grown both our inpatient footprint. We went from 129 beds to 136,
wow.
And that's for adults and adolescents. And we also have grown our outpatient programs. We've always had our adult outpatient programs that include a chemical dependency program, a traditional psych program, a substance abuse program, but in recent years we've also expanded that to include a trauma-informed care outpatient program for our first responders and our military population. And then more recently we have added a virtual option for our adult population as well as a program for our adolescents and outpatient. So we're always growing.
Yeah, so much expansion.
Yes.
And again, just going back to your mission, which is to help the community
Yes.
and find new ways to do that.
Yes.
Really incredible stuff.
Sometimes things that bring us into a hospital, some of the symptoms and things that we might be experiencing, they didn't start overnight.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times people look for those quick fixes, you know, and we don't fix them overnight. So it's about learning new habits, it's about coming out of isolation, making those important connections and learning those coping skills.
And for people who may not be super familiar with this whole side of health, why is outpatient care considered to be critical care?
It's all about establishing new habits and routines. You know, a big part about behavioral health and mental illness is it's very isolating.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with physical illnesses. When you don't feel well, you want to stay inside. You don't want to make those connections. And so it's a lot of it is about making those healthy connections. The nice part about our outpatient programs is that the majority of the time is in a group setting. So you're able to see that you're not suffering in silence, that people just like you are experiencing those very similar things, and you're able to learn the coping skills and the support skills to really have some resilience in those areas.
Yeah, I just think it takes that intimidation factor out of it.
Yeah.
You know, we're all in this together. We're all going through this.
Exactly.
And that's really you guys' mission at the end of the day too, and why we're educating the community in this way is because we want to break that stigma, right?
Yeah.
Now I am joined by Nancy, the Director of Outpatient Services, to learn a little bit more and dive a little bit deeper into what this looks like day to day. Thanks for chatting with us about this.
You are quite welcome. I'm very proud of our programs over here.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, what is outpatient service?
Outpatient Services is a group of programs that is available to the community, whether you are stepping down from a higher level of care or if you're just coming directly in because your counselor thought you might need extra care, or your doctor, or you're just not having enough good days and things are just tough. And so you want to come in and get some support. We're going to help you with a lot of coping strategies. We're going to educate you on how you're feeling and what you're feeling. And then we're going to give you the support that you need. When they leave inpatient, they're going home to the same thing they left.
Right.
And so they need the extra support of an outpatient program. And that's what we provide. We kind of come around and give them that big hug of, we're going to teach you, we're going to help you grow, we're going to give you the tools that you need to be successful despite maybe some of the challenges that you have.
Right, and hold your hand through that transition.
Yes.
That's an incredibly difficult transition to go from one extreme to the other.
That's
so
exactly
totally
right.
understandable. What is the day-to-day like when someone comes in? What is sort of their routine?
Okay, we are very structured because structure works really well for us.
Yeah.
When they come in, several of our counselors will have music playing. They may have the lights turned down, just so that it's a very comfortable, welcoming environment when they come in. They will then do a check-in. We want to see how everybody's doing. How was last night? What did you do? Are you sleeping okay? You know, we're going to start getting into some of the symptoms that go along with anxiety and depression to make sure that they are doing okay. We're going to do some psychoeducation. And with the psychoeducation, we will bring in different modalities. We will bring in behavioral theories that will allow us to look at how do we think, or what were we taught about what's going on in our life, and help them change the way that they're thinking about themselves. And then we'll bring in art therapy, because they'll be able to express themselves through paint, through clay, through coloring.
Yeah.
And then we'll use music therapy. We have several therapists that like to do a music check-in,
That's awesome.
which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then we also have a pet therapy dog.
Oh, I love that.
I know his name is Wizard. He's adorable.
Wizard.
Yeah.
I know even for me, you know, when I'm having a bad day, like an animal will brighten it up, you know.
It will.
We've done
He's
horseback
fabulous.
riding, spent time at the zoo. I always feel so much better and happier walking out of that.
Kids will get on the floor with him. Even the adults will get on the floor and just love on the dog.
That's awesome.
It's just makes everybody happy when the pet walks in.
Yeah, so lots of different ways. What would you say to someone who is potentially having thoughts that may be dangerous, or maybe they're on the fence, but maybe they're fearful to reach out and learn more about this? What would you say to that person?
You know, you can see we're sitting here. This is a classroom. The scariest part and the hardest part is making that first call, taking that first step, asking for help.
Yeah.
You don't have to suffer in silence. Everybody has behavioral health. Everybody struggles with their emotional well-being sometimes. So be willing to take that first step. It's the scariest part, but there is definitely hope on the other side.
Absolutely, that's beautiful. I mean, I can say firsthand, I'm just in a classroom. There's nothing scary in here.
No.
There's nothing intimidating in here. We've got snacks and water and stress balls and things to help, you know, make it feel a little bit more normal, quote unquote. So yeah, it's definitely great. Well, thank you for being here and sharing this with us. For people who may be interested in reaching out to you guys, how do they do that, and where are you guys located?
We are located in West Columbia, and all they need to do, they can come here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for a free comprehensive assessment, and they can also call ahead and make an appointment if they'd like to do that as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shannon.
Thank you.